All right, guys. So today I traded three main stocks. I traded a couple others. They were very small and break even, so I'm not even going to go over them. But the first one today was Cavill, which this is one of my first times trading like a strong first green day. So basically here, it had its big run and then it was going down. It had a green day here, but if you look at the volume, not very strong at all. So it had two more big red days, and then today volume was really coming in for the first green day. So for that first green day, what I noticed early on was here in the morning in pre-market, there was a lot of action happening. So volume was coming in, it was moving. Generally, it doesn't do this. I went back and looked at all the price history for pre-market in the last couple of weeks, and this is very unusual. When the market opened, it had a big surge right at the beginning of the day, and quickly I noticed that there was this wedge forming, right? So the bottom bounds was pretty solid. There's three different points. The top one is pretty weak, but I went by it and it broke right there, held for a minute, and then I decided, I'm going to buy in. I'm going to risk low of day with small size, and 4 minutes later, it had pushed continually and it was looking like it might weaken, so I just sold and that was good enough for me. And then the next one I traded was Mullen Automotive. So this is a stock I've been looking at for a while as well. I've played it a few times last week. So here it is. It's basically at the highs of this run, and it was opening red. So it wasn't on my radar really or anything like that. But when these lines I made yesterday, and I was like, if it gets these lines, then I'll play it. And this here is just a high from like a week or two ago. Anyway, it was holding that high, and it held it multiple times in a row. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy in. I'm going to use that high as my risk. It came up pretty much to high of day. Normally I would sell right there, and I don't let it test high day. I just sell. This time I was feeling particularly ambitious, I guess, so I just let it ride. And it came all the way back down and broke my risk, and I sold. And then I played it again a little bit later. For a break even here, I had made a rudimentary wedge that broke up, and then it never went to VWAP. So I didn't sell. And then I tried it again, same story 2 more times. It just got ugly and it was stupid. Anyway, that's the end of that one. And then this one here, Rev B. So this one here is another first green day. It had a big spike day, and then it had 3 red days, and then another green day today. So I didn't notice it until it came up on my scanner later in the day, right here. So it had this push in the morning, and then this is when I saw it on my scanner after this big push. And I went and I looked at it, and I noticed that right now, right before I bought, it was holding as the support the high of the morning push. So I liked the odds of that. I liked how much volume was. There's tons of volume. And so I thought I'm just going to buy in, and I'm going to use that as my risk, hoping to get at least another push, at least a high a day, and sell, or maybe even higher. Well, it tested my risk once more right here. Didn't break. Kept going, kind of just chopped around, just kind of looking pretty ugly. And then there was this sudden push, and I sold after it looked like it was getting weak. And then I sold half of it, sorry. And then there was another push. And then as that was starting to wick down, I was like, okay, I'm getting out. And I sold, and I didn't look back. Now, this is what happened after. There was a nice trough here. And if you look at the bottom of the trough, there's this nice bit of volume coming in there, which is interesting. And maybe that was a foreshadowing of what was to come with this big run. But I wasn't paying attention for any of this, so I didn't get to participate. So those were the 3 main stocks I played today. I played another 2, like I said, but they were both just random chases, and I was in and out in like a minute and changed my mind, and they were break even. So yeah, hopefully that was entertaining to see what interesting day it was. And thanks for watching, and see you next time.